Welcome, boys. So you can see by the key, we're going to be playing with the Lincoln Town Card today. So, a while back, this car started acting up, where the alarm would go on and off randomly, maybe 20 minutes or so after arming the security system with no reason, seemingly. They would do that occasionally, and then start doing it all the time. And then it got to where, as you were driving the car, the interior dome lights would come on, the locks would start cycling, and that was kind of a mild inconvenience. So I pulled one of the fuses to disable the curtain lights, stuff like that, whenever you open the door, and the electric locks, all that good stuff. And then a consequence of that was my mom drove this thing to go visit my grandma, her mom, in the hospital, and while she was in there overnight, somebody stole this thing. And as you can see, since it's back in my possession, it was recovered, not damaged surprisingly, and only driven not very far. So I suspect that when I pulled that fuse, it disabled the security system, because I'm not really sure how you would start this car that has an immobilizer chip without the key, but apparently it can be done. So we're going to attempt to stop this problem, and I think it's caused by the door ajar switch. I think what's happening is this part, which is the door ajar switch in this piece I jacked from a car pick and pull, I believe that thing is faulty, and so the car thinks the door's either not closed all the way, or it's getting a mixed signal where it thinks it's being opened after the car is armed or something. I'm not really sure. Or that the door's being opened and closed while it's driving down the highway. But the simplest solutions work the best, so I'm going to try to replace that first and see if that is in fact the problem. So first order of business, now that we have the door open, is to remove the door panel, and then we will get in there and hopefully see if that is the same part, because this was taken off of an older town car. They didn't have any more 03 and ups. By the time I got there, it was like 02 and down. So hopefully they use the same part number. If not, I'm going to waste my time opening this door panel. So, alright, let's get to taking her off and see if I wasted my time pulling these parts off of the pick and pull cars or not. I got 3 of them just in case one doesn't work. I can, switch them out and figure out if it's one of these doors on this car, maybe it's not the driver door that's bad, or if one of the ones I pulled from the yard are bad, whatever. We'll pick and choose if we need to. So let's see what the problem is. Our first screw is down here. There's another one here to the left of the light a few inches, and another one there to the right of the light a couple inches. So we're going to unscrew those 3 screws, one back behind here, and then we'll two things I need to come unplug after we've unplugged all that stuff from the switch. So once we unplug all that, we're good to go. To get an idea of what kind of pins we're holding this in. We have two pins, the long guide pin on this side, another pin near the door handle, two more pins on this side with a guide pin. And now the door panel's off. Okay, boys, so after peeking in here, it does look like it's the same part. So, just like this guy, you'll just need to get, it's essentially pointing towards a screw, so get your screwdriver, fish it in there, unscrew that, and then this will come out. So since I can't show you inside what you have to do, I'll just kind of demonstrate it here then. This is how long the screw is, by the way. So, fairly long, but not really difficult to remove. Once you get that done, okay, boys, so we do have the new one in now. You are mostly working by feel. I'll see if I can show you even anything in here, but I did disconnect this blue thing and this black thing. I unplugged them and pushed that thing through there. That way I could get my screwdriver to go like this and reach that screw, which is, can I even show you? Maybe. I don't know how well you can even see up in here. But there's the thing. The screws, you can see it's kind of pointing at it. It's got an electrical connector there. I didn't unplug it until after I unscrewed that. But I unscrewed that, which is got some sort of ground or something in there, I guess. And that. And now that we are ready to plug it all back in and see, well, hopefully that was a problem and that fixes it. It's a used part, not a new one I put in, so no guarantees, but we will see. Alright, boys, that's how we remove and replace our door panel along with our door Ajar switch. So hopefully that fixes it. That remains to be determined, but I think I'm going to call it for this video now. Go ahead and put the fuse back in, and I'll note in the description, or sometime after now I'll maybe put a little note in the video whether it worked or not, but hopefully it does. And I suppose off screen I can also do some testing, since I have a couple of spares along with that presumably bad one that I just took out of the car. Maybe I can check some ohm readings or something and see what happens whenever you press the switch versus it all the way out in this retracted position, you know, whatever. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully, if you have the same problem, you can try that and do it yourself. Or if you just want to know how to take the door panel off, well, now you know. Thanks for watching, boys. Peace.